I feel like that's pointed at me in some direction. Hello! I haven't done a video like this since my little drive with me's. Those are also my favorite videos of my YouTube. That old me. I wanted to talk about
my villain era into real estate.
Okay, just kidding. It's not a villain era. Who am I kidding? How did I get into real estate, you might ask? Where do I even begin? It all started. Okay, let's see. If I go back into my mind, when I was young, like a child, my mom and I used to go to open houses all the time. Not just for the snacks, because I'm a little hungry bitch. Just to look at the homes. They were fun. You just got to see how people live. And I just love connecting with people. So prior to real estate, I was self-employed, which is how I know about S-corps, taxes, financial advisors, financial stuff. What else do I fucking know? That was great because I already knew the basis of being an independent contractor, which is exactly what an agent is. So when I wanted to switch it up, I was already starting to read a bunch of financial books because I wanted to learn how to manage my money and I wanted to delve into finance. But a lot of the finance gurus and big people and investors talk about real estate and how it's a highly valuable asset. Then I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is foundation of all finance books, really. I was like, okay, I get it, but like I don't get it. What if I were to become an agent? How bad could this be? Just kidding. I went to New York. I visited my friend who's a realtor out there. Who was like, you would thrive as an agent. You talk to everybody, even in the grocery stores, kind of like your grandmother. Just kidding. He did not say that last part, but he was just like, you connect with people, which I do. I make friends with everybody, everywhere, all the time. After our conversation, I was like, okay, why don't I become an agent? Take the courses. The test is easy. I really don't know why people don't pass it. I was never good in school and I got it on the first try. I don't want people looking at me. But I also got imposter syndrome after I took it and found out that I passed. The universe was like,
if this girl does not pass the first time, she is not gonna take it a second time.
The test doesn't teach you jack shit. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry whoever created that, if you ever see this video. They don't teach you how to fill out the forms. They don't teach you what questions to ask. I didn't know diddly squat about fucking real estate or being an agent. I ended up joining a team that was within Avenue 8, which is the brokerage that I'm with now. I quickly learned that I did not want to be on that team. I quit that team, stayed with the brokerage though. I was like, oh my God, I'm by myself.
What the fuck do I do?
I truly didn't even know where to begin. There is nothing to tell you what to do. And there are so many things that you can do that it's so overwhelming that you're like,
literally, what do I do? Where do I start?
Not all brokerages do this, but my lovely, amazing, fantastic, splendid, all of the above, everything good that you could think of, brokerage does classes on different forms and contracts and stuff like that. The man who teaches these classes is amazing. When I was first beginning, I met him and he became a mentor, a father figure in the real estate world. I set up meetings with him. So I got that one-on-one mentoring, which is so priceless. Even though I was doing all the back-end stuff, I was still like, where the fuck do I begin? In all the real estate books, they tell you,
take a top agent out to lunch, grab coffee with them, and ask to pick their brain.
I go to my firm's website and I look up all the top agents. I message a couple of them, but there's this one guy and I'm like, this guy, I just know that this is somebody that I want to be connected with and he looks like somebody I should know. Don't know why, literally, I guess it was the universe, a gut feeling, whatever it was, it did me right. I email him and I'm like, hey, I'm a new agent and I would really love to take you out to coffee and get your take on the industry and know your experience. Does not respond. I give it about 5 days to a week and then I give him a call. He does not pick up and then I leave a voicemail. Does not respond. In my head, I'm feeling defeated, but then I saw an email blast. I see that he has an upcoming Brokers Open. So I'm like, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna introduce myself and say, hello, I would like a coffee. The day comes, The broker's open. I am sitting in my car for a good 7 to 10 minutes. I am nervous. Why did I do this? What do I even say? This man does not want to talk to me. Is this harassment? I was in a rental car at the time, and it was a really shitty one because my car was in the shop, and all of these agents were walking up to this listing in their fancy cars, and it was so intimidating. I got the courage and I stepped out of my car. Did I want to hop right back in and drive off? Absolutely. I was fucking nervous. Put my shoulders back, walked in there with fake ass confidence. I find him, and then I introduced myself. He was like, I owe you coffee, and I'm gonna be real with you. I did not listen to your voicemail. I saw the transcript and I thought you were a dude. And tons of new agents hit up other agents, and so I just don't respond. Later on down the line, once we get coffee, because of that third and final contact, and persistence, and perseverance, and confidence, even though it was fake, he was like, honestly, a bunch of new agents would have quit after the second time, but you didn't, and that shows me that you have the determination to do what it takes for this industry. And because I insisted on meeting this man, I do work with that agent now on a team with not only him, but some of the top agents in LA, arguably. He introduced me and opened up doors that if I didn't make that bold move, I wouldn't be where I am at all, or in the position that I'm in. I'm just so eternally grateful. I'm just thinking back to how fucking scared I was. There's a lot that happened in between those two stories. The moral of that story is, if there's a will, there's a way. And if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So that pretty much sums up the start. Such a relationship-based industry, which is one of the things that I love about it. I love that. I love it. I just like people and the diversity of meeting different characters. That is my journey and how and why I got into it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will help and answer anything as much as I can. I hope this was a fun story. Bye!